Online participants, can you hear?
Yes.
Are you able to see this Excel file?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed these formulas, row and column formulas. And we discussed these tables also. So today we'll start with this VLOOKUP. Okay, I have this table here. I will just remove this data. So I have this table and I need to fill up all these details. So what are the details I have for this employee ID? Employee name, designation, basic salary, HRA, deductions, and net salary. So I want to fill this from this table. This is the table from which I need to fill this data. So for employee 12, if I have to see for employee 12, all these details, employee name, designation, employee 12, I will go to employee 12. What is the name? Designation, all these are the details. I will just copy them. Normally, if I don't use VLOOKUP, I will just use copy, go and paste it. So this is employee name is for employee 12, Morgan, designation is analyst, basic salary is this, HRA is this, deductions and net salary. Okay, this way. For employee 14, what I will do? Employee 14 is, this is employee 14. What is the name? Pareto. So I'll just copy this, Control C, paste it as a value. Control Alt V, paste it as values. This way, if I don't use VLOOKUP, I need to do for every employee ID, I need to do this way. If it is few employees, like 10 employees, 5 to 6 employees, I can just use this method. If I have 5,000 or 10,000 employees, for which I need to fetch the data. How much time do you think if I do this way, how much time will it take? So it will take a lot of time. So in that case, I should not go with this. This is the manual. I am doing whatever I am doing is manually I am doing. So here I need to use VLOOKUP formula. So there are two conditions for using VLOOKUP. There should be a common value between this table and this table. So here the common value, if you see, what is the common value? Employee ID. I have the details here, employee ID. And here also I have employee ID. This is the common value between the two tables. For fetching, I am going to use this employee ID. This is the common value. And moreover, this common value should be there in the first column of the table array. We call this table array. Okay, this common value should be in the first column of the table array. If you see in this table, it is in the first column. We are only looking in this table. It's not like a column. Okay, it's not like that. If this even if this table is starting from J, okay, if this entire table starts from J also, suppose I will insert some column. So here now in this table, what is the first column? Same, this is the first column. It's not this column A. In this table, this is the first column. So this common value should be in the first column of the table array. This is the first column. Is it clear? What are the two conditions when you are applying VLOOKUP? There should be a common value between the two tables. And that common value should be in the first column of the table array, from where you are fetching the data. This is the data, okay, raw data. From here, you need to fetch the data into this VLOOKUP. Everybody, is it clear, online participants?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now let us write the formula. Equal to VLOOKUP. Tell me how many arguments are there in this formula? Online participants, tell me how many arguments are there? 5 or just check how many commas are there?
3.
4.
4. So how many values? 4. In this, how many mandatory arguments?
3,
How many optional arguments?
1.
What is that optional argument?
Range lookup.
Yeah. So first is, what is it asking for? First argument is lookup value. This is the lookup value for which I want to fetch the data. That is here, what is this? Employee 12, comma, table array. Now it is asking for table array. Second argument, this is the table array, entire table array. Do I need to freeze this table array? See here, when I am writing here, it is A1 to G18. If I drag right side, what it will become? This table A1 to G18 will become B1 to H18. If I drag downwards, it becomes A2 to G19. Means the table array is changing the position. I don't want that to happen. Table array is A1 to G18 only, na? Everywhere. It is table array is constant for everybody. So what I should do? I need to freeze this. Okay, absolute freeze. I will do comma. Now it is asking for column index number. Now, if I want to fetch employee name is in which column in this table array? This is first column, this is second column. Okay, then I will write here second column. So 2, I will just write 2, comma, is it approximate match or exact match? I am looking for exact match to employee 12. It's not approximate. You use 0 or false. You can write false or 0. False is 0, true is 1. Okay, so I can write either false or I can write 0. In this, I am writing with 0 and then hit enter. So this way, what I am getting now? Morgan. Now A18, if I drag right side in this formula, what it will become? This formula A18, if I drag right side, what it will become? I am not getting the designation. Why? What is wrong? Here, if you see, here I am taking lookup value is this. Here, what is the lookup value? It has become B18. A18 has become B18. Means now the lookup value it is taking is Morgan. Ideally, the lookup value is still the same thing. Employee ID 12. So it should be A18 only. So what should I do? I need to freeze the column. If you see, all these IDs are in A18, A19, A20, A21, A22. What is common? A is common. So we discussed in reference styles. So whatever is common, I need to freeze that. Here I need to freeze A. So that is column freeze. Is it clear? So far, is it clear? Once I do this, now I will drag this to the remaining cells. So everywhere I am getting Morgan only, here I want designation, but I am not getting designation. Why? What is wrong? Here it is designation, employee name is designate. I mean, employee name is Morgan. Designation. What is the designation of employee 12? Analyst. Analyst, this is in which column? C is 3. So here what is happening? Here column number I have to change it to, still it is 2 only. I need to change this to 3. Then I will get analyst. Here also it is 2 only. Basic salary is in which column? Basic salary is in which column? D. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. In this table, you have to see in this table, not D. Just see, this is column number 1, column number 2, column number 3, column number 4. In this table is column number 4. So what I have to do? Change it to 4. Similarly, HRA is in which column? This is column number 5. Deductions in 6. Net salary in 7. So I need to write, this is 5. Here, what is the deductions is in 6. HRA, this net salary in 7. So if you see here, it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These column numbers are coming as 2, 3, and that way it is coming as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So everywhere I need to change the column index number. Once I get this for the first row, it is just dragging into the remaining cells. Then I will get the details for the remaining employee IDs. Okay, here I am getting employee 91. What is that I am getting? Not available. Error. Why? If you just check here, do I have the details for employee 91? No. So if I don't have the details, it is telling that data is not available. So that is the reason why I'm getting error. So this way, using VLOOKUP, you are able to fetch the data. Further, it is here in this case, it is 5 rows. If you have 5,000 rows, once you fill it in the first row, just double click or drag it. Okay, that way the details will be populated in a matter of seconds. So if you want to type this data for 5,000 employees or 10,000 employees, 5,000 rows, how much time will it take without using VLOOKUP? So this is a very important formula. Is it understood? Okay, I will just tell. Online participants, is it clear?
Can you explain again?
Okay. Where is your doubt in this formula? What is that you are having confusion? Where you are having confusion, whether it is this one or whether it is this or whether it, which part you are getting confused?
Well, you have taken everything, but only some employees are there. Like,
Yeah, we are only fetching for some employees. I am fetching the details only for some employees. I am not fetching for
okay.
everybody. See, I am not fetching for everybody. Okay, here only these particular employees details I am fetching from this table. Okay, I am not fetching for everybody. Okay, let me discuss it again. Now this time you need to tell me. Whoever is having doubts, you need to tell me the formula now. I will write. So equal to VLOOKUP. Now tell me what is the lookup value?
Employee ID.
Yeah.
Employee ID.
So which employee ID? Here for the left, immediate left is this employee ID. For this, I want to fetch the details. Comma. Now tell me table array. I need to select the data. So data is in this. Data is in the different sheet. In this sheet. So and this is the entire data from where I am fetching the details. So now tell me why do I need to freeze this? Yes, sir.
Is it?
A1 to G18 is common for everybody. Na? Table array is common for everybody. So I need to freeze it. If I don't freeze, A1 will become, when I drag it right side, it becomes B1. G18 will become H18. So table array is moving. A1 to G18 is becoming B1 to H18. Means it is shifting. So that should not happen. So that's why, and if you drag downwards, A1 will become A2. G18 will become G19. So I need to freeze the table arrays. Whenever you have a table array in your formula or lookup array, you need to freeze them. Whenever you find any array, you need to just remember blindly, you need to freeze it. So here I will use absolute freeze. Press F4. Now I will put a comma. Next one, what is the argument? Column index number. This employee name is in which column index number? Here, employee name is in which column index number? This is the table. This is column 1. This is column 2. Employee name is in column 2. I will put a 2, comma. It is asking for fourth argument is approximate match or exact match. I want exact match. Means exactly it should match. For that, I have type false or 0. I will type false here. Last time I have typed 0. Anything is same. Both are same only. Hit enter. So you are getting that employee name. Here A18, which type of freeze I need to do? A18, if I drag right side, I am looking for this employee ID. I am fetching the data using employee ID. As I have said, you need to use VLOOKUP. What are the two conditions? There should be a common value between the two tables. Here the common value is employee ID between the two tables. And the common value should be in the first column of the table array. Here, this common value is in the first column of the table array. Employee ID is in the first column of this table array. Okay. So here A18, if you see all the employee IDs are in A18, A19, A20, A21, A22. What is common? A is common. So if I need to freeze this column, because if I drag A18 to the right side, what it becomes? B18. That should not happen because you don't find employee ID in B18. You have what? In B18, you have employee name. You are looking using VLOOKUP using employee ID, not using employee name. So I need to freeze this column freeze. Okay. Once I do this, now I will drag this formula to the remaining cells. But everywhere I am getting Morgan. Why I am getting Morgan? Because column index number is 2 for everywhere. When I drag 2 right side, it's not going to change to 3, 4. Okay, that is a value. Okay, that will remain. If it is a formula or reference, it will change. 2 will remain the same. So I need to type what designation is in which column here? 3. This is column 1, column 2, column 3. Designation is in 3. Basic salary is in 4. HRA is in 5. This is in 6. This is in 7. So I need to write here, this is 3. Basic salary is in column index number 4. HRA is in which column? 5. Deductions is in which column? In table array 6. Net salary is in 7. This is also again a manual process, which I am doing right now. It's a manual process. For every cell, I am changing the column index number from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's in a chronological order, sequence order, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you see, there is a particular order with a common difference of 1. Okay. So once I write this formula in the first row, what I am doing, I am just dragging it to the remaining rows. That way I am getting the details for the remaining employees. Is it clear, online participants? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So now, why I am getting NA error in this 91? If you
Because
see,
there's no per ID.
yeah, there is no employee with E00091 in this data or in this table array. That is the reason why you are getting an error which is not available. Error name is not available. So here what you have observed is this column, I am typing it manually, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we have discussed is, yesterday we have discussed the column formula. Okay, column of how to get this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dynamically. Without typing, I want to get this dynamically, suppose. I will write here a column formula equal to column. Reference is, I will give B1, suppose. Column of B1, what is the, yesterday we discussed, column of B1 is what is the value it will return? In this column of B1, what is the
1.
Yeah.
1 will.
1 is column or B is column? In this, what is column? B is column.
Sorry,
1
sir.
is row.
B is column.
B is the column. All these vertical things are columns, which are
Yes, sir.
represented by alphabets. A, B, C, D are all columns. Vertical things are columns. Horizontal things are rows. Rows are represented by numbers. So in this B1, which is intersection of a row and a column, it is intersection of column B and row 1. So column will give me B, which is, what is the value of B? 2. B is the second column, na? This is first column, this is second column. Second column is called B. In terms of number, it will return as 2. Is it okay? Everybody, is it okay how I got 2? Online.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Now if I drag this right side, what it becomes? B1 will become what? Right side, if I drag it?
E3.
C1. What is column of C1?
3.
Column of
First value.
Column of C1 is C. C is
Three.
C value is 3.
3.
Because C is in third column. So if I drag it, I am getting 3. Again, if I drag right side, this C1, what it will become? Column of C1, what it will become? 4.
4.
Why? This will change to column of D1. So this way, I am getting the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 without typing, I am getting using what formula? Column formula. I will make use of this only now. Instead of 2, what I will write here? Column of B1. I am writing column of B1 and hit enter. Once I write it, I will just remove all this data. Now I will just drag this. There is no need to write. I am not writing this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. It is column B1, it is 2. If it drag right side, it goes to column C1. That is nothing but 3. It is taking it as 3 and so on. Everybody, is it clear? How I got this?
Yes.
Here it is column B1. When I drag downwards, it becomes column of B2. But column of B2 will take what is column of B2 is B only. Rows are changing, but it will not take column formula, will take only the column value. B will remain the same. B1 when you drag downwards, B2. B2 again when you drag downwards, B3. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, here column of B1 is B, column of C1 is C, column of B2 is B, column of B3 is B. Okay, everywhere it returns column only. So that way there is no need to change anything. Is it clear? Yes.
Clear.
This is VLOOKUP and
Yes.
column. VLOOKUP and column, I am just writing now, I am incorporating this column formula in the column index number to get this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, instead of typing it, I am using column formula. And this column formula you can use only if you have this systematic order or increasing order like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then only you can use column formula. If it is in a jumbled order, you cannot use column formula. That we'll discuss. So here it is in all these headers. If you see all these headers in the data are also following the same order. If you see this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it is following the same order, then you are able to use the column formula. If they are not following the same order, then you need to use something else that we'll discuss. Here I am getting an error. I don't want to see the error. So what can be done? Yesterday, we discussed earlier classes.
Error formula.
Which formula?
If error.
If
Yeah,
error.
if error. So here if I write if error, so this is the value. If it is as long as it is giving me value, it will take the value. If it is an error, it will jump into value if error. Value if error, I want to put it as hyphen instead of hyphen. Instead of the error, I need to replace it with hyphen. This hyphen I am putting in double quotes. Close it, hit enter. Now I will just drag this formula right side. Drag it right side and downward. So all these errors will be replaced by hyphen. If there is error, it will jump into value if error. If there is value, it will be remaining as the value. I am using if error, which we discussed in logical formulas. Is it clear? Online participants.
Yes.
So we have right now covered simple VLOOKUP. Everybody, is it simple VLOOKUP? Is it clear? And then we have used column in VLOOKUP. And then we have used if error. If you are getting error, that also we are using if error. VLOOKUP, column and if error. Suppose now here if you see, here I was having all these headers are following 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same pattern. But here if you see right now, here instead of employee name, I have what? Deductions. Deductions is in which column? Deductions is in 6th column, there in the table array. In table array, if you see deductions is in which column? 6th column. So I will write here, let me. So deductions is in 6th column. Employee name is in which column?
B, 2 column.
2nd column. So employee name is in 2nd column. Now HRA is in which column? 4. See which column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th column. Basic salary is in which column? Fourth. The basic salary is in fourth. Designation is in which column? Third column. Net salary is in which column? This is the last column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So net salary is in seventh column. So earlier it was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 was the order. Now it is in the jumbled order here. When I am fetching the data, if the headers are in this way, okay. Now I cannot use column formula now. If I use column formula here, I will use column of what will give me? Column of F1 will give me 6. And if I drag right side, what I will get? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that column formula will give me 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That way. It will not give me 6, 2, 3 or 6, 2, 5, 4, 3, 7. Okay, here I cannot use column formula. So in this case, we need to use match formula. Match formula will give me position. So how to use the match formula? Let me just show you. Equal to match lookup value. Okay, here the lookup value is this deductions. I want the position of deductions in the table array or in the data. So deductions, this is the lookup value. I will put a comma. What is it asking for? Lookup array. In VLOOKUP, what was the array name? Table array. Here it is lookup array. Lookup array either will have single row, multiple columns, okay, or single column, multiple rows. So this lookup array, how it will be, I will just show you. Either you have a single row and multiple columns this way, or it will be single column and multiple rows. Okay, only in this way you have the lookup array. Table array means multiple rows, multiple columns. Since here we are finding the position of what is that designation, or what was that position of what? Deductions. Na? Deductions. In this is a lookup array. What is the lookup array? From A1 to G1. A1 colon G1. This is the lookup array. What is the position in this? Tell me, in this array? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I will put a comma. I want match type is exact match with respect to that header. 0. That will give me the position. It will give me the position. What is the deductions position is 6. So I will get 6 here. Here I was typing it manually. Here what I have used? Match formula. Same match formula. Now B49. When I drag right side B49, what it will become? B49 will become C49. All this, if you see, all these headers are in what? B49, C49, D49, E49, F49, G49. What is common? 49 is common. I need to freeze 49. So that is row freeze. Once I do this row freeze, I need to freeze this table lookup array also. A1 to G1, I need to freeze. If I don't freeze, what will happen? A1, when I drag right side, it becomes B1. G1 will become H1. So I have already told array should be freeze. This is absolute freeze. Once I do this, I will just drag it. I will get all those 6, 2, 5, 4, 3, 7. Again, without typing manually, with what formula I am getting? Match formula. Here for this lookup value is, this is the lookup value. Employee name is the lookup value here. Here what was the lookup value? HRA is the lookup value. For this HRA lookup value is this position of HRA in the lookup array. In that lookup array, not table array. Here you have lookup array. Lookup array is single in one way, in one direction, it will be single. Either single row, multiple columns, or single column, multiple rows. Okay. Online participants, is it clear? Match formula.
Yes, sir.
We are going to use this match formula now for fetching the data. Suppose here the same thing. Here we have deductions, employee name, same HRA, basic salary, designation, and net salary. We have, this is the way we have the positions. Random. Earlier the headers were arranged in the similar way as the table array. Like employee name, designation, basic salary, HRA, deductions, and net salary. But now it is jumbled order. If it was in the same order as the table array, we were using column formula. But here I cannot use column formula. I need to use match formula. So let me write using VLOOKUP and match equal to VLOOKUP. Now tell me what is the lookup value? Online participants, now tell me what is the lookup value for which I am looking for?
Employee ID.
What is the employee ID here?
56 row.
A56, na? A56, comma. Now table array, tell me what is, if I put a comma, it's jumping into table array. So in
Data
data
set.
set, this is the table array. Okay. I need to freeze this. Which type of freeze?
Function.
Absolute freeze.
Absolutely.
Comma. Now I need to write the column index number. So which formula I have told you? I need to write match formula. Write the match formula. Match. What is the lookup value here? Deductions.
Actions.
This is the lookup value. Comma. What is the lookup array? This is the lookup array. This entire row. I need to freeze this. Absolute freeze. Comma. Exact match means 0. Close the bracket for this match formula. Again put a comma. And now it is jumping into the VLOOKUP last argument. What is the, this is the exact match. This is for the VLOOKUP. Close the bracket. And now you need to see A56. What type of freeze I need to do? All these employee IDs are in column A. So I need to freeze column. F4, press multiple times. This is the column freeze. Similarly, this match, if you see, all these are in B55, C55, D55, E55, and so on. So what is common? 55 is common. Which type of freeze I need to use? Row
Row.
freeze. So once I do this for this first cell, I will hit enter now. I am getting the deductions. Now I drag it to the right side and downwards. I will get the data for all the other details. Is it clear? VLOOKUP and match, everybody, is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay, here you see the order is, all the headers order is not similar to the earlier. Earlier it was showing the column index number was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There I was able to use column formula. Here in this case, I will not be able to use the column formula because this deductions is in the position of 6. This is in the position of 2. This is 5, 4, 3, 7, which is not in the same order. It is jumbled order. If I use column formula, I will only able to, from 6, if I drag right side, it becomes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. So if I have to use match formula will be returning the position. Whenever there is array in the formula, you need to freeze it, absolute freeze, because that will be common for everybody. Why we did column freeze this? Everybody, is it understood? Tell me why you did this column freeze in this lookup value. Online participants, tell me why I did column freeze for this.
Sir, so or else it will drag another information. It will not stay there at employee ID.
Yeah,
It will
A56.
jump to the B, C, D, E, F, G, and goes on.
Yeah, all these employee IDs are in the column A. A56, when I drag right side, it becomes what? If I don't freeze column A, it becomes B56. In B56, I don't have employee ID. I have what? Deductions value in B56. So I need to freeze this using column freeze. But A56, when I drag downwards, it becomes A57. For this employee, I am looking for the employee A57 details only. So in one direction, I am freezing. In one direction, I am not freezing. Okay, that is in the column direction, I am freezing. In the row direction, I am not freezing. Similarly, if you see this match lookup value, all these lookup values of the headers are in C55, B55, D55. 55 is the common. That is row is the common. So there I have to freeze the row. Otherwise, if you don't freeze the row, 55, when I drag it downwards, it becomes 56. In 56, I don't have the headers. In 55 only, I have the headers. But B55, when I drag right side, it becomes C55. That should happen because for him, employee name is the header. For him, HRA is the header. Okay. So here one direction, row freeze we are doing. Everybody, is it clear?
Yes.
So practice these things today. Usage of VLOOKUP and column and if error. And then in the case of headers not in the same order, usage of match formula, VLOOKUP and match. Okay, because if you practice this confusion will go away. Now I have this marks here, student ID and marks. What is the marks of 1112 student ID? 1116. So I need to write the VLOOKUP formula here. Tell me, I will write a VLOOKUP here. Otherwise, do one thing, everybody do this. I will just discuss after 5 minutes. I want you to fetch this details here, marks from this table. This will be the table array. Okay. This is going to be the table array. I want to fetch the marks for these 3 students. Using VLOOKUP, everybody do this. Online participants.
Okay, sir.
Just do this, we'll discuss in 5 minutes. So, did anybody got the answer online?
We have to convert this number format to text format, sir. Then it will work.
Yeah, first of all, let me write this. I'll write the normal VLOOKUP here. So lookup value is, what is the lookup value here?
0014.
Comma, what is the table array?
Marks and student.
This is the table array, no? From here I have to fetch. Okay, I need to freeze this table array. What is the column index number per marks in this table array?
2.
2, comma, is it a approximate or exact match I'm looking for?
Exactly.
Exact match.
0.
So what is that I am getting? Why I am getting
Error.
error? It is showing not available, means this data is not available. But if you see 1114, data is available. Here, what is this format of this 1114?
Text.
Text.
Here, what is the format? Here, what is the format?
Number.
So that is the reason why you are not getting this. It is not able to recognize. Either I have to convert here everything into number format, that so that this will be, or here I need to convert this into text format. So here what I will do to convert this into text format, I will write here text of which formula? Text formula. Value is this format. How many zeros? 4 zeros. Close the bracket. Okay. Now hit enter. So here now I will drag it downwards. So then I will get that 1114 49, 1118 98, 1112 80. Is it clear? Which formula we have used to convert this lookup value, which was in the number format, I have converted into text format using the text formula. We have used this nesting of the formulas. Everybody, is it clear, online participants?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and even it will work with single zero as well, sir.
Okay, just check. If it is working also, then it is okay. Okay, yeah, you can type single zero also. So everybody, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So here this formatting issue, it was a formatting issue. Here all this in one table array, all the student IDs in the text formatted number. But here when I'm fetching, all these numbers are in the number format. So I need to change this into text formatted number using the text formula. So this is a common type of mistakes that will happen. Okay. In your data, sometimes this formatting issues is a quite frequent thing that will happen. In one table array you have in text format. Okay, here when you are fetching, you are using number format. Okay, so that way it will create a problem. You will not get the data for that. You need to match the formats. Either I have to change this to number format, or here I have to change this to text format. Generally, nobody will change the table array. Will not change the table array. We have to change the where we are fetching. Okay, generally raw data, nobody will do anything on the raw data. Okay, sometimes you import the raw data from any server. Okay, there it is in a particular format. But when you are fetching, okay, there only you need to change. Don't manipulate the raw data. Okay, generally don't change the raw data. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody do this today. All these things that we have practiced using VLOOKUP. Okay, we'll start HLOOKUP tomorrow. Okay, and then we'll use index and match also. We'll discuss tomorrow. Any doubts in the today's session? All these formulas are important formulas that we have discussed today. Anybody used the match formula before?
Actually, we are using VLOOKUP multiple formulas, but match formula we are not using actually.
Okay. So we discussed like this common value. There should be a common value whenever you are using VLOOKUP. There should be a common value, two conditions, and common value should be in the first column of the table array. Suppose here in this data set, here it was there employee ID, which is a common value, is in the first column of the table array. If you see here in this table, is employee ID is in the first column of the table array? No. It is here. So here, can I select this way and then table array and then fetch the data? No. So suppose, is it possible if I select only this data in this table array? Yes. Yes, in this table array you can take it, because in this table array employee ID is in the first column, but all to the left of that you will not be able to fetch the details. Using VLOOKUP, to the left of this employee ID, employee name, basic salary, designation, you will not be able to fetch. Only the data which is to the right of this, that is HRA, deductions and net salary, you will be able to fetch it using the VLOOKUP. Okay, this thing you need to note down. Okay, like here, if you see whenever, what is the column index number here when you use in the formula for HRA?
2,
Column 2. For HRA it is 2. For deductions?
3,
For net salary?
4,
So 2, 3, 4. This is employee ID is 1.
1.
But here there is no negative direction. You don't have 0, -1, -2. Okay, this way you don't have. In VLOOKUP, you cannot write column index number -1 or -2 and -3, and that way to the left of that you cannot fetch. That is the reason why this common value should be in the first column of the table array. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So suppose if this is the way you have, this common value is somewhere in the middle instead of in the first column. In such scenarios, you will use different formulas, that is index and match, or XLOOKUP, or offset and match. That we'll be discussing tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Have you heard about index and match? Match we have discussed today. Okay, we have discussed match today. There is one more formula called index formula that we'll discuss tomorrow. We need to use that both the combination, index and match combination, to fetch the data. If suppose this common value is not in the first column of the table array. In such scenarios, you will be using index and match. Okay, or you will be using XLOOKUP. Just like VLOOKUP, you have XLOOKUP, which is the latest formulas. And also you have offset and match. Offset is one more formula. There you will incorporate match and usage of offset and match. So 3 different things. Anybody used these formulas? Offset and match, index and match, XLOOKUP?
Oh, sir.
Okay. So we'll discuss them tomorrow, and we'll be discussing HLOOKUP also tomorrow, horizontal lookup also. Just like VLOOKUP is for vertical lookup. Generally, which formulas we'll be using? VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP? Generally.
VLOOKUP.
Why generally you use VLOOKUP only? Why you will not be using HLOOKUP? VLOOKUP, you can get the entire. Generally, you find data vertical in nature. You don't find data this way, horizontal in nature. This is horizontal in nature. All these employee IDs are in different rows. Here, if you see, all these employee IDs are in different columns. Generally, data sets you will find in this way. So that is the reason why mostly we'll be using VLOOKUP. Very rarely you find this type of data sets. And if you find this type of data sets, in that case, you will be using HLOOKUP, horizontal lookup. That we'll discuss tomorrow. So today you practice all these formulas that we have discussed today. Okay. VLOOKUP, basic VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP and column, and if error, and then VLOOKUP and match. And then formatting issues. For that one example we discussed. One is a text formatted number, one is a number. Okay. So any doubts in the today's session?
No, sir.
No, sir, I have one doubt, sir. Not
Yeah.
in this section. in data set deduction values is there, no, sir? How we will get, sir?
Data set.
In data set, deduction values is there, no, sir?
Deduction.
How we will get, sir?
This
Using
is given. This is given. Like every employee will have HR will calculate na that what is the
HR will calculate. Okay.
that will HR will calculate and they have given you this data already. Okay,
Okay.
like every month they will be you will be paid some salary. Everybody is having
Right.
basic. Everybody receives HRA. Deductions will be there, like PF deductions or that is all these calculations will be done HR team.
Yeah. Okay, sir. If we need to calculate means how should do?
That will that I cannot tell now. That you
Uh-huh.
need to find out. Like it depends.
Like examples.
That I cannot tell you. That depends upon the salary package, many things, like all the finance related things. You are getting into like finance now. It's not
Yes, sir.
see deductions.
Company
They
wise
will
also
calculate.
it will be company also it will be
It
some.
depends upon your compensation. What is the package, annual package you are receiving? What is the
Okay.
PF deducted? Like PF is again of two types: employee PF and employer PF. Okay, that is a part of deductions. Superannuation fund, SAF. Okay, further some calculations will be there. I cannot tell on all those like how. Okay, that is unnecessary.
Okay.
That is comes when you are doing that job related to HR. Like you are doing a job of HR and then now you need to give a package like based on a package. Every month you need to calculate for every employee. You need to calculate the basic. What is the basic he is going to receive? What is the HRA
Right.
he is going to receive? What is the deductions in that month based on his attendance? What are the leaves that to be cut? Casual leave, PL, privilege leave, or what is the sick leaves?
Right.
All the job of HR. We are not going to
Okay.
discuss all these things
Focus.
because everybody will have their own package, like which will these details will be there again in database, like whatever they are using. Like somebody will be using SAP. Okay, somebody might be using Excel only. Small companies will be using Excel for a particular employee details. They might be using Excel. Some companies might be using Lotus Notes or IBM Lotus Notes, or some company may be using some other systems. Tally, they can use Tally, Focus, or something else. Okay, there you need to give the inputs like every month. System may automatically they will be getting the calculations. Like yesterday, I have shown you EMI calculator, I think.
Yeah, yes, sir. Right.
So that way there will be automatically systems will be there incorporated by the company. If it is a larger company, they have a good systems. If it is a
Okay.
smaller company, the systems will not be good enough because
Right.
again there will be investment required or software required. If you have to use SAP, suppose every year you need to purchase. Okay, it has some subscription, yearly package. Company need to invest a lot of money to buy SAP. There again, you need to provide the inputs, like what was the current package. Okay, everything will be interconnected. Like in big companies, what will happen? You have attendance also. For that, you have swiping machines will be there. You just put your card in time, out time will be. From that, you get the attendance. In some companies, you don't have that. What they will do? They need to write in the attendance register. They write it manually in the register. What is the in time? What is out time? Based on that, what is your total number of hours you worked? If you are coming late, they will note down the late time also. So that way some companies deduct that also. Yeah. So it depends upon company to company.
Okay, sir.
So all these details are given. See, basically this data is given to you or it is coming from some system. Net salary, how you are calculating? It is sum of basic plus HRA minus deduction.
Surplus deduction minus deduction. Okay.
This is what is calculated. This is also formula based one.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Net salary, I got it, but deduction, I have.
Deduction is what I have said. Like
Yeah, sir. Now I have
which company you are working, you might be having some deductions now every month.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Got it.
So we'll continue tomorrow with H lookup and other formulas of VLOOKUP. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.